Hello, it's Charles with Uber Eats. Today is Wednesday, May 6th, 2026, and I am blessed and grateful because I received that precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And I got to see another day here in beautiful, sunny, warm Tampa, Florida. And you also woke up this morning and received that precious gift of tomorrow with God's wake-up call. And you got to see another day here on earth. Tomorrow is a precious gift to receive because not everybody that went to sleep last night received God's wake-up call this morning and got to see another day. So I, for one, am most definitely blessed and feel grateful to the good Lord for giving me another day here on earth. God is good. God is great, always and always. And I'm blessed to have Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ and I love the Lord. Jesus is my Savior, Jesus is my Redeemer, and Jesus is my advocate. Blessed to have Him, and I'm grateful to the good Lord for everything He has given me. God has put me here in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida, where I'm enjoying delicious food, wonderful weather, and I'm building a fantastic Uber Eats business here in Tampa, Florida. God has given me relatively good health for a 50-year-old guy, and I've got a safe place to sleep in that camper every night. So God has given me so much and given me so much more than I can imagine. Very fortunate and blessed by the good Lord. I had a fantastic day yesterday. The weather was beautiful. There was a light breeze, sunshine all day, and dry and warm. And I met a customer that introduced me to a new use for the app that I never occurred to me. I had a courier saver for Diana, and she had bought something off of Facebook Marketplace, bought a stroller off of a guy from Facebook Marketplace, and rather than drive there and meet him, she arranged for a courier saver delivery to pick up the stroller. So I was fortunate to have that customer, and it got me back into the St. Pete Clearwater area, more so Clearwater, and I ended up making much more money had I not. I wouldn't have made nearly as much money yesterday had I not picked up that courier saver from Diana. So that was another blessing from yesterday. I nearly forgot. I looked up my notes, and I'm glad I looked. She gave me an additional $10 cash tip when I arrived there with her stroller. So that's another blessing from yesterday. So thank you so much for that additional $10 cash tip you gave me, Diane. I really appreciate that. The time this morning is 4:41 a.m. And according to weather-atlas.com, the sun will rise today at 6:45 a.m. That's 2 hours and 4 minutes from now. And according to weather-atlas.com, the sun will set this evening at 8:07 p.m. So today, Tampa will enjoy over 13 hours and 22 minutes of daylight. I managed to stop in at that Circle K that's near the camper where I sleep at night, and I bought a ticket for tonight's drawing of the Powerball. And I didn't check out the Powerball website again, but according to the screen up here at the Circle K, the jackpot for tonight is up to 30 million. And I played my normal numbers of 14, 22, 25, 37, 49, and the Powerball of 23. See that? So I'm all set for tonight's drawing of the Powerball. After leaving that Circle K yesterday evening, when I got back to the camper, I went back into the app to record all the tips I had collected for yesterday, Tuesday the 5th of May. And I also looked at my metrics to see if anybody had responded to my service to let me know how I did. I reminded several customers yesterday through text message to respond to my survey and let me know how I performed, and that I really appreciate the feedback, and I like getting feedback from customers. And it looks like one person responded to my survey. These numbers all went up by one. So whoever responded to my survey gave me 5-star review. So there it goes. My deliver with care metric went up 1 to 769. My friendly score went up 1 to 688. It was 687 yesterday. My good communication score went up 1 to 668. It was 667 yesterday. Yeah, good communicator went up 1 to 668. And perfect handoff went up 1 to 644. It was 643 yesterday. So a lot of good things happened good for me yesterday. Blessed and fortunate that God has put me here in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida. Got me away from all those devils. And I'm sitting outside here at my normal spot at the Circle K, sitting outside in my car. And according to Gas Buddy and AAA, the gas has went up. The average price of gas in Florida has went up 11 cents to $4.45, and the average price of gas in the United States has gone up 8 cents to $4.53. So with gas at this Circle K now being $4.49, that's 36 cents higher than it was yesterday. Took another huge jump. It was creeping down a little bit. It creeped down 14 cents yesterday from a high of 4.27. Well, it's back up higher than it's ever been at the Circle K. So gas is higher than the state of Florida average here at the Circle K. It's higher by 4 cents, but it's cheaper than the national average by 4 cents. 4 cents cheaper than Florida, but 4 cents cheaper than the United States, but 4 cents higher than Florida. And naturally, I've already been inside to the Circle K, and I got my free cup of ice here. See that free ice? And this morning, I'm drinking this last can I have of the peach tea. I've got this peach tea left, and then I've got all 4 cans I need for the remaining Sundays of May. Here's the can I'm going to be drinking on the 10th of May. I'm keeping it out of my car. And then I've got 3 cans in the camper for the 17th, the 24th, and the 31st. And then tomorrow and Friday, I'll be drinking these tea and lemonade, Monster Rehab, Revive, Refresh, Recover. And Friday, if I don't buy another can on Friday or Saturday morning, I won't have anything to drink Saturday. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this peach tea cracked open. With today being the 6th of May, Wednesday the 6th of May, and this can saying, it's hard to make out, but I think I got it. Yeah, it says B2616, and B is the second letter of the alphabet. So this can was made February the 16th of this year. So in 10 days, this can will be 3 months old. Or another way to look at it, there was 12 days left in February, and then you've got the months of March and April. So you could say this can is 18 days and 2 months old. I'm gonna go ahead and get it cracked open here and started. See if it's any good ice cold. This can's been sitting out in my car for more than a few days, so it's not been kept in optimal conditions. But it would be getting warm in my camper anyway during the day, so it's pretty much kept as cold as I can keep it. Oh yeah, that's delicious. Refreshing, delicious. Good stuff. Love these Monster Rehabs. I should be able to get the rest of it now. There it goes. I also checked out what that website weather-atlas.com had to say about the weather today for Wednesday the 6th of May. And this is what it wrote. This website states that Tampa will see mostly sunny skies with a high temperature reaching a hot 91 degrees. That's as hot as it's ever reported the weather, at least since last fall. We're going to reach 91 degrees today, and a low temperature of an agreeable 70 with light winds out of the south at only 9 miles an hour. So we're going to have another light breeze today. Beautiful weather ahead of me in Tampa Bay today. Humidity will be at 60%. No rain accumulation is anticipated, with precipitation being at a low 8%. This high temperature of 91 degrees is 5 degrees warmer than typical Tampa average high temperatures, which is 86 degrees. The average high in Tampa for May is 86 degrees, so we're slightly warmer than we can expect typical temperatures to be. And then I checked out the YouTube page 10 Tampa Bay News. This video was uploaded yesterday, May 5th. It featured meteorologist Courtney Jacobazzi. Courtney said that high pressure sitting over Florida is making for stable and dry conditions in Tampa Bay and most of Central Florida, even Southern Florida. And currently there's a front sitting over the panhandle of Florida to the north of Tampa. It's coming through this. It's going to be coming through this weekend, and will bring a moderate opportunity for rain. So we're gonna have another front coming through Tampa over the weekend. Tuesday felt a bit more muggy with higher humidity. Models indicate that some rain is coming through on Friday, coming Friday through Monday, but not much rain accumulation is expected from that front. And the highest percent opportunity for rain will fall on Friday, with a 20% opportunity for rain, 30% on Saturday, and 20% on Sunday and Monday. Today, according to Courtney Jacobazzi, we're going to reach a high of 90 and a low of 72. And she also added that over the weekend, we're only going to receive upwards of only a tenth an inch of rain. So not much rain is going to fall with that cold front that's passing through over the weekend. And then I went on to check out Fox 13 Tampa Bay YouTube. This video was also uploaded yesterday, May 5th, Tuesday, May 5th. It featured meteorologist Dave Osterberg. Dave says that we have had relatively a quiet week, and we're going to continue to have a quiet week going into Friday and Saturday in Tampa Bay. He referred to the high pressure system that's sitting over Florida as a heat dome. He went on to say that the rain from the front passing through Friday and Saturday will produce very little rain and storms. Rain and storms will be few and far between, is the way he phrased it. Tampa Bay will see highs in the low 90s late this week. He went on to say that expect a high of 89 today, sunny and hot, and a low of 72 overnight going into Thursday morning. And then I checked out the YouTube page WFLA News Channel 8. This video was also uploaded Tuesday, May 5th. It featured Max Defender meteorologist Amanda Hawley. Amanda said that with the average high being 87 in Tampa, we are seeing slightly above average high temperatures today through the end of the week, with a high reaching 90 today and a low of 72. Our best opportunity for rain this weekend is going to be in Citrus County. And she also reiterated the fact that we're gonna see some rain, but not much accumulation. And she said today, Wednesday, the 6th of May, will be mostly sunny. So according to all those three YouTube videos and weather-atlas.com, it's going to be another beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. Sunny, a light breeze, clear blue skies, and just beautiful weather. So I'm very fortunate that God has put me here in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida. Blessed and grateful to the good Lord, and I'm blessed to have Jesus Christ in my life. I love Jesus Christ and I love the Lord. and I wrote down all the deliveries I completed yesterday. My handwriting's fairly good, so I should be able to make out all of this. I completed 20 deliveries to meet my goal, to help me meet my goal of 80 trips this week. I'm on that quest for $357, I believe it is. I wrote that down somewhere. No, $374. I'm on a quest for $374 with this 80 trip quest that I'm on. I started out the day, trip number 1 was for Brendan. Brendan wanted Smoothie King on East Fowler Avenue. Brendan was kind and generous and tipped me $6.56, and his fare was $2, so made $8.56 for delivering that Smoothie King order to Brendan's house. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity, Brendan. I really appreciate that tip of $6.56. After dropping off those smoothies to Brendan's house, I went on trip number 2 for Ken. Ken wanted Dunkin' Donuts and coffee from the Dunkin' Donuts on East Fowler Avenue. Ken tipped me $2 and his fare was $2, so made $4 for delivering donuts and coffee to Ken's house. Thank you for the tip, Ken. I really appreciate that. And you helped me reach my goal of 20 trips for the day, so I appreciate that from you too. After dropping off that coffee and donuts to Ken's work, I went on to pick up Smoothie King again. This was the same Smoothie King I went to for Brendan. Kay wanted smoothies from the Smoothie King on East Fowler. Kay tipped me $2.68 and I earned a fare of $2.40, so made $5.08 for delivering Smoothie King to Kay's house. Thank you for the tip and fare, Kay. I really appreciate that. Then I went on trip number 4 was for Becky. Becky wanted cakes picked up from Nothing Bundt Cakes on Tampa Palms Boulevard. Becky tipped me $2 and I earned a fare of $4.02. I made $6.02 for picking up those cakes from Nothing Bundt Cakes on Tampa Palms. Thank you for your business and the tip you gave me there, Becky. I really appreciate that. Then I went on trip number 4 was an order from Grain and Berry on Hunter's Village for Jessica. Jessica tipped me $2 and I earned a fare of $5.45. So I made $7.45 for delivering Grain and Berry to Jessica's house. Thank you so much for the tip and the fare I got from you, Jessica. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for your kindness, generosity, and thoughtfulness. After that, after dropping off Jessica's Grain and Berry, I went on trip number 5. I went back to the Dunkin' Donuts. This was the Dunkin' Donuts on State Road 54 for Marley. Marley tipped me $3.03 and I earned a fare of $2, so I made $5.03 for delivering coffee and donuts to Marley's house. Thank you for the tip and fare I got from you, Marley. Really appreciate you. You didn't have to tip me at all, but you did, so I appreciate that. Then I went on. I only had one double yesterday. I had a lot of singles. I looked through these. I can't make out which one of these was the double. I must have neglected to write down someone's name unless I catch it on the way down, but it looks like all of these are singles. I know I had a double in here somewhere because I did 20 trips, but I didn't miss it up there. But anyway, after dropping off Marley's Dunkin' Donuts order, I went on to pick up Hardee's from State Road 54 for Ty. Ty was very generous, gave me a big tip, $8.05. Thank you so much for that big tip, Ty. I really appreciate you. I earned a fare of $2, so made $10.05 for delivering Hardee's restaurant from State Road 54. Thank you so much for that big tip, Ty. I really appreciate you. After that, I went on to pick up trip number 7 for Jessica. Jessica wanted breakfast from Chick-fil-A on Goldfinch Drive. Jessica gave me a big tip, just like Ty did. $9.14 tip from Jessica, and her fare was also $2. So I made $11.14 for delivering Chick-fil-A to Jessica's house. Thank you so much for that very generous big tip, $9. Thank you so much for that, Jessica. I really appreciate you. Then I went on to pick up an order for another Jessica, a different Jessica. Number 8 was a pickup from Bubba Q Burritos on South Alexander Street. Jessica was generous and kind and thoughtful and tipped me $3, and her fare was $3.01, so I made $6 and a penny for delivering Bubba Q's Burritos to Jessica's house. Thank you so much for that, Jessica. I really appreciate you. Then I got a tip of $3. Number 9 was for an order for Hammond. Hammond tipped me $3.06 for delivering Burger King from North Gall Boulevard. I think this was during the lunch hour, so I can't say I delivered breakfast to Hammond, but I delivered Burger King to Hammond's house from North Gall Boulevard. Thank you so much for that $3.06 tip, Hammond. I appreciate you. After dropping off Hammond's Burger King order, I went on trip number 10 for Carter. Carter had wanted energy drinks picked up from 7-Eleven on 5th Avenue. Carter tipped me $3 and his fare was $2.09. So I made $5.09 for delivering 7-Eleven energy drinks to Carter's house. Thank you so much for the tip and the Uber Eats business I got from you. If it weren't for my customers and the fantastic business I'm building here in Tampa, Florida, I wouldn't be able to afford, and I'd be able to afford my living. I'd be able to afford my rent, my food, my insurance, upkeep on my car, but I wouldn't be able to set as much money aside as I am for my future needs, my retirement, my savings, my vacations. I'm planning for my future and my future car. I wouldn't be able to set so much money aside for my future if I weren't so blessed to be here in Tampa, Florida. So I'm very fortunate and blessed to be here in Tampa, Florida. I'm making the most money that I've ever made with Uber Eats that I've made in any other city I've been, and that's including Las Vegas. I did quite well out in Las Vegas. Rent is cheap out in Las Vegas, relatively cheap. Things cost more in general out in Las Vegas, but I enjoyed cheap rent out there. And I was making a fantastic living, but I'm doing even better here in Tampa, Florida than I did out in Las Vegas. So blessed and fortunate to be here in this time and place here in Tampa, Florida. After dropping off Carter's energy drinks from 7-Eleven on 5th Avenue, I went on trip number 11. I went back to Chick-fil-A on Gall Boulevard for Jason. Jason was kind and generous and tipped me $4.29, and his fare was $2.79, so I made $7.08 for delivering Chick-fil-A to Jason's house. Thank you so much for the $4 tip, Jason. I appreciate you. And then I went on trip number 12, was for Brandon. Brandon wanted Tokyo Grill and Sushi on Island Boulevard, E-I-L-A-N-D Boulevard. Brandon tipped me $3 and his fare was $3.01, so make $6 and a penny for delivering Tokyo Grill and Sushi Bar to Brandon's house. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. I really appreciate that, Brandon. Then I went on trip number 13, was for VJ. VJ tipped me $6 and his fare was $2.08, so I made $8.08 for delivering Chipotle Mexican Grill from State Road 54. Thank you so much for the generous $6 tip, VJ. I appreciate you. And this is where I had that Courier Saver, and I got the extra $10 cash tip. And it got me to got me into a more profitable and busier part of Tampa Bay. So very fortunate and blessed to pick up that Courier Saver. And I found out a new use for Courier Saver trips with Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. Diana had a Courier Saver pickup from Facebook Marketplace. Diana I made a fare of $18.04, and I got an extra $10 for delivering that stroller to Diana's house. So I actually made $28.04 for that courier saver. That was my best paying run of the day. Thank you so much for the overly generous and thoughtful tip of $10, and I appreciate your $18 I got for the fare there, Diana. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for your tip and the fare I got from you, Diana. Very fortunate that I picked up your order. And then I went on, after dropping off that stroller for Diana, I went on trip number 15. It was a Dunkin' Donuts pickup from State Road 54 for AJ. AJ tipped me $2 and his fare was $4.06. So I made $6.06 for delivering Dunkin' Donuts to AJ's house. After dropping off those donuts and coffee, I went on 4 more singles in a row. Cole tipped me $7.32 for delivering Huey Magoo's chicken and tenders from Pine Gap Spur. Britt tipped me $5.03. No, she tipped me $5 for delivering Outback Steakhouse from State Road 54. George tipped me $2.47 for delivering Walmart from State Road 54. And Blake tipped me $9.18. Thank you so much for the very generous big tip of $9.18, Blake. Blake wanted Chipotle Mexican Grill from Wordway. So thank you so much for the business and the generous tips, Blake, George, Britt, and Cole. Thank you so much for the business and the tips, and you got me to my goal of 20 trips for the day. So very fortunate. You all helped me get that extra. You all helped me get to that extra, complete that quest I'm on for an extra 374. So thank you for that too. Blessed and fortunate for all the business and the trips I picked up yesterday from my customers. Well, I'm going to wrap this video up. God bless you all. I hope you all are having a fantastic week like I am. God bless you all. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning.